Morning, everybody. This is Real Talk with Greg. I just want to thank you all for tuning in. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. I know everybody went back to work today, so don't go in there, get into it with your boss, slap your boss. Bad juju. Don't do that. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. Big shout out to Superior Barber and Beauty. Great guys there. They gonna get you right with the haircut style, fellas. Big shout out to my personal barber. Cuts amazing. He got his he do his thing. He always keep me right. So anytime I get a compliment on, oh, your hair looks nice, who cut your hair? Cuts amazing. Go look them guys up. Great set of guys. Black men doing positive things. So oh yeah, and they're located at, let me see, 1060 East County Road, Suite 17. Y'all catch me looking off, it's because I got a laptop here because I don't want to just be rambling. So I got some points on here. But yeah, let's get into it. So topic of today is relationships. So this is not telling you how to run your relationship. I'm not going to do that. But this is just giving women some advice on what a man thinks in a relationship, or how does he feel about certain things that may go on in the relationship. So this is just what makes me want to do this is because I've been in situations and I've been a part of situations, not no entanglement type stuff. We don't do that around here. I've had friends to where they have been in situations and I may have helped them through it or whatever the case, or vice versa. They may have helped me through some personal situations. So this is just to give women just a little advice. If you got any questions about what's going wrong, well, you can't understand your man, you don't know how to make things better. So hopefully you'll get some out of this. So the first topic I've got is do not try to change your man. So ladies, let's say when you first meet a guy, when you first meet him, you know he goes and play ball every Sunday. And this is just one example. So he plays ball every Sunday and with his homeboys, he just goes out, he gone 2, maybe 3 hours or whatever the case, comes back home. So where the topic comes in that do not try to change your man, a lot of times, ladies, you will get jealous, insecure, or whatever the case. It just varies, you know what I'm saying? From woman to woman, it varies. But what you would do is you'll start to feel some type of way because he's going to shoot ball every Sunday. So the first instant will be, oh, you going to shoot ball again? You going with your friends? You always gone too long. You act like you don't know how to come home when you playing ball with your man. So, you know, the guy's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to shoot ball. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, guys have outlets that keeps their peace, that keeps them, you know what I'm saying, like, keeps them focused on what they need to do. It's like, you know, a stress reliever. Like, some guys may play ball, some guys may play the game, or whatever the case. Every guy is different. So I'm just using basketball for an example because I've had what am I trying to say? I've had situations with this. Well, mine is the gym. You know what I'm saying? But I've had instances like this. So anyway, getting back to it. So you get mad because he goes and play ball with his homeboys. So you'll say something about it, you know, he'll say something about it, kind of goes back and forth. So for him to keep the peace, he'll either shorten his time with his homeboys or he'll just stop going. Now, in a lot of cases, I know some guys, they've gotten into relationships with their girls because their girl used to shoot ball. Now, the girl done stopped shooting ball, but the guy kept shooting ball. So now the attraction was basketball. So now she done stopped, and now she wants him to stop. So now it's always arguments at home and stuff like that. And it's like, how did we get to this point? Well, you took the attraction away from him. You was attracted to him because he played ball. Now you don't want him to play ball no more. There's nothing to be attracted to. He's just at home all day, miserable. He's trying to keep you happy, trying to keep the peace. But you took the attraction away from him. So now it's just like, oh, we don't do anything fun no more. And he's thinking like, well, come back and shoot ball again. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's things that you can do to where he can, let me see. So, okay, perfect example. I got a homeboy. He, every time he goes and shoot ball or whatever, his girl always gives him something. Like, she give him a Gatorade or give him something, you know, just a little something. Or she may lay his clothes out or whatever. And he don't mind letting everybody know when he gets out there to shoot ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, A lot of times, we'll get thirsty. Like, man, anybody got some water? Like, yeah, I got some water in my trunk. Y'all can get that, but don't touch the Gatorade. My girl got that for me. You know what I'm saying? He proud of it because his girl out there supporting him. You know what I'm saying? So it's little things like that. Like, if your guy go and shoot ball or whatever, go ahead and get his clothes out for him or something like that. Like, look, man, I know you finna go shoot ball. I already got your clothes out there. You know what I'm saying? I got you a Gatorade. See you when you get back. Or it ain't even got to be about shooting ball. If your guy goes to the gym or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, take an interest in your man. Learn what he likes and help him with that. You know what I'm saying? It's not always, guys have feelings too. They want to be, I'm not going to say catered to, but they want to know that you're taking an interest in them too. Like, you know what I like. Because I know with my ex, it meant the world to me when she would do something and I'd be like, what'd you do that for? Oh, well, I knew you liked that. And I'd be thinking to myself, I didn't even tell her about that. But, you know what I'm saying? So, it's little things like that to where it'll help the relationship out. The next point. This is a big one to me. This really should have been number one, but we ain't going to talk about that. Keep your business at home. So, Facebook don't need to know everything that happens in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes your friends really don't even know what's happening in a relationship because they just want to be nosy. But all friends aren't like that. I'm not just going to put that on everybody. But every time something happens, you don't need to go and let the world know what happens. It's just not, it's not necessary. It's not nowhere near, like, it's best if you keep your business at home. If something's going on with you and your guy, talk to your guy about it. Because there's no more understanding than the understanding with somebody that knows what's going on. A lot of times you'll go ask your friends or your family, and they're biased. Because it's like, oh, that's my little sister, or that's my home girl. She's right. I know that's wrong. That's not always the case. And that's a big problem in relationships because a lot of I'm not gonna put it all on females. Guys do it too. But a lot of people, they'll go out and put all their business on mainstream, whether it's word of mouth or word of fingers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not always good to put your business out there because everybody don't have your best interests at heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people just want to be in the know. Like, I wonder what's going on in their household. Just to give them something to talk about. Bad vibes, toxic. Don't do it. Bad juju. And this brings me into my next point. So, if something is bothering you, don't wait to say something. So, ladies, now this one is on y'all. All right, so, hey, sorry, not sorry. But so if your guy does something, a lot of times guys will do something and we don't really think about it. We'll just do it. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean we have ill intentions on what we just did. Sometimes we just do stuff and be like, oh, baby, I didn't mean to do that. That's my bad. If it bothers you, say something about it right then, or at least, you know what I'm saying, that same day. And give it a good time frame. So, let's say I do something, whatever, and the person that I'm talking to says something about it. If they tell me in a timely manner and I can remember it, I'd be like, oh, no, like, that's my bad. Like, I didn't mean nothing by it. I'm sorry that you took it that way, or whatever the case. But we can fix it right then. Because what I don't need you to do is to see me do something or hear about me doing something and go into your hood detective and start doing your own investigation. Because once you put in your mind that something is wrong and you go looking for it, you're going to find it no matter how small it is. Like, you're going to find something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Whether he left the lights on or, you know what I'm saying, like he breathing too hard. He brushing his hair with his left hand and not his right hand. You're going to find something to be mad at. Because you done already told yourself, something's wrong, I don't like it, I'm finna get mad. So it's best to say something when it's fresh. Because then, if you say something when it's fresh, you don't give him no time to lie. If he did have ill malice behind it, you didn't give him no time to lie about it. Now, if you wait days, weeks, months, and then you ask him about it, he gonna lie. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I am too. Especially if I had some ill intent behind it. I'm just be like, oh, no, blah, blah, this. But, like I said, no matter the time frame, if if he didn't mean anything by what happened or what disturbed your peace or whatever when it came to whatever led to this, ask him about it right then. Because the worst thing that you can do to a guy is bring up something that happened so long ago and he don't remember. So now he just feel like he being attacked. And he just like, baby, like, I don't even remember that. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case. Like, and you shouldn't always get mad at the stuff he do, because a lot of times, guys, we just be doing stuff. No matter what it is, like, it's just a lot of times we do stuff, and sometimes it'll correct itself. We'll be thinking like, oh man, like, hold on, let me stop this because my girl, she crazy. She with me, you, and whoever else got something to do with this. So if you got something to say, just go ahead and say it. Go ahead and ask what you wondering about. Next point. Set goals. Don't mind yourself around another relationship. So I'm gonna put this one on women too, cause I don't know too many guys that do this. Really, I don't know any. I'm not saying guys don't do it, but this one all women. So when I say set goals, when you go into a relationship, so once you figure out that you want to be with this guy and you guys have started dating, go ahead and set goals 3 months from now. 3 months from now, we ought to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? So we just started. I feel like in 3 months or however many days or whatever, we should meet each other's parents or whatever the case. Just set goals for the relationship. We should be here. We should live together at this point. We should do this. We should do that. Now, when it comes to time frame, you really shouldn't put a time frames on a lot of stuff like love. You can't put a time frame on love. Marriage, can't really put a time frame on marriage, because at the end of the day, both people have to be ready for it. You can't, and this brings me to the second part of it. Don't mind yourself around another relationship. Just because your friend got married on Facebook and she posted 10,000 wedding pictures and they flew to Egypt or the moon for their anniversary or what's that, the honeymoon or whatever the case, that don't mean you gotta go and get married. You know, like, oh, I got wedding fever, I want to get married. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's you. Like, I don't even know, we were just arguing about the toothpaste yesterday. I don't know if I want to marry you. That's just, you know, I'm just being silly. I hope you don't argue about the toothpaste. But it's you have to set goals when it comes to relationship. So like, I believe in progression. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we should be further along in a relationship in 3 months than we would have been from day one. So from day one, we like here. 3 months, we gotta be there. We shouldn't be here in 3 months. We gotta be over there in 3 months, doing whatever. And then within the year or whatever the case, or by 12 months of the relationship, we gotta be somewhere totally different. If you set goals for a relationship, and I'm not saying be demanding, like set hardcore goals, like we gotta be married in 6 months, or, you know what I'm saying, move in together and stuff like that. But other little things or whatever, like, I feel like we should be able to talk to each other by this time. You know what I'm saying? So it's been such we've been dating for this long. I feel like at this point we ought to be able to express our feelings to each other. I feel like we should be able to talk about certain topics or whatever the case. I feel like whatever, you know, because each relationship is different. So don't look over here at what your friend doing, because at the end of the day, people put what they want on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Like, they put what they want up there. They let you see what they want you to see or whatever the case. But you got to remember, you don't know what demons they sleeping with at night. You know what I'm saying? They smiling on Facebook, but just as soon as they post that picture, they back arguing about something. They back fighting. Somebody getting put out the house. Somebody taking something back. Like, quit worrying about what's going on in somebody else's relationship and worry about what's happening in yours. That's the best advice that I can really give you on that, because everybody's relationship ain't for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, Serena and her husband ain't worried about what Beyonce and Jay-Z doing. As far as I know. I don't know. So right here, we're going to go into the questions. I got some questions. They wanted to remain anonymous. So first question is, Are you willing to deal with a woman whose heart may not be completely open because of a past relationship? Or would you rather the woman be fully healed and have herself completely together before taking on any capacity of her emotional distress? So that's a doozy right there. Are you willing to deal with a woman whose heart may not be completely open because of a past relationship? So that right there, just that first little part, that's so hard because think about it. So a woman that's completely healed from her past relationship, she's already something to deal with simply because she's dealt with it and she done moved on and she's healed from it, but she learned from her from what made the relationship bad. She learned from it. So she's not gonna take it going into the second one. So guys, when guys talk to females, you gotta really understand. We already trading on thin ice from the door because you done already categorized all of us. All guys are the same, no matter what it is. No matter if he, no matter how his demeanor is, no matter how he dresses, if he wears affliction to whether he wears suits and ties, all guys are the same. Y'all already categorized us. So going into it, if she's already healed from it, it's still hard because we're categorized already. So now we got to show us. Well, I mean, now we have to show them that we're not like the last guy. So with that difficulty, you just made it impossible. So if you're not here from your last relationship, so not only do I have to prove to you that I'm not like the last ex, the ex before that, and the ex before that, or however the number trickled down from exes or guys that you dealt with, now I gotta prove to you that I'm not him and I'm not gonna do what he do, and I have to heal the wounds from you coming back from that relationship because they not healed. So I gotta heal those wounds and I gotta make sure I don't create a new wound. Because it's different if she's healed and I do something and she gets mad and now we have to expound on that and make that better. But I have to now almost watch everything that I say and everything that I do. So I'm not saying it can't be done. I've seen it done. But it makes it even more difficult. Now you just stretched out the time frame of the happiness. So in the time it took for us to get happy from when you was already healed, now you're not healed, but you just started a new relationship. So now I have to show you that, okay, I'm not him, and I got to heal you from what he did. So now the time for you to trust me and be happy just got longer. You know what I'm saying? So that's a tough one. Would you rather the woman be fully healed and have herself completely together before taking on any capacity of her emotional distress? You can't really put a time limit on that because everybody heals in different ways. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people do it themselves. Like I know a lot of females, they just take a break from the world, from everybody, and they get themselves back together. Some females have friends that they can lean on and stuff like that. But coming from a guy, like some guys are strapped for that. Some guys are ready to be that emotional healer. Some guys aren't. My advice is if you're not emotionally ready, don't start something with somebody else because only thing you're gonna do, you can make a guy toxic because he wants to be with you, but he doesn't want to deal with every time he does something. I knew you weren't gonna do this, so now he's just like, whoa, hold on, like no, it ain't like that. So you can make a situation toxic if you're not fully healed yourself. You can have something toxic about you. So you got to make sure that everything is that's a good question. That, like I said, that's a real tough one. Some guys are fine with helping you get better and stuff like that. We're helping you recover from that past situation. Some guys are not. It just really depends on the guy that you get. Good question. Next question. If you're not attracted to someone and don't like nothing about them, why keep doubling back? Whether it's sexual, etc. Honestly, if you're not attracted to someone and don't like nothing about them, why keep doubling back? Whether it's sexual, I'm gonna stop right there. So, if I don't like nothing about you and I keep coming back to you, I mean, come on now. You keep letting me back in. So I'm going to keep coming back. No matter what the situation for. If you feeding me, you giving me money, or you giving me. If it's late at night and I'm contacting you, come on now. We ain't finna stay up and play checkers. Like, come on. I mean, that's just being real. So it's like, let me look at this next question. Let me see if they tie in together. Okay, no, they don't tie in together. But right here, you need to figure out what it is about you that keeps bringing that guy back. So I'm gonna tell you something right here. People are entertained by the level of their intelligence. So what do you mean, Greg? Good question. I'm glad you asked. So think about a baby, a little a infant. You know, can't talk. You know, they can do some things, whatever. You know, but if you go up to them and you do something like flick their lips, you know, you do something like that, that blows their mind because that's the level of their intelligence. They're just like, oh, that's so entertaining. Do it again, do it again. Then they fall out laughing again. They just laugh so hard because they're entertained by that. But if you get a child that's a little older, like 15, 16, you flick their lips and they'll just be like, what you doing? Then you go a little older to some grown folks, you know, somebody that's, you know, out working and, you know, living on their own, stuff like that. You flick their lips. They may flick your lips on the ground. You know what I'm saying? So you got to figure out your own level of intelligence. If your level of intelligence is to the level of Netflix and chill, that's all a guy got to do to entertain you. Really, you shouldn't let a guy do something for you. You shouldn't demand something from a guy that you can't do for yourself. So if your level of intelligence is Netflix and chilling, once a guy picks up on that, I don't need to do nothing else. We just need Netflix and chill. Like that's what entertains you. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't demand something from a guy like, oh, you need to take me out. You need to do this. You need to do that. Can you take yourself out? Like, so if I wasn't here, would you treat yourself? Would you take yourself to the nail and spa place and feed yourself? Can you entertain yourself like it was somebody else entertaining you? If you can't do that, you shouldn't ask that from another guy. You know, and I feel like that's where a lot, I don't feel, I'm sorry. I know, tell me what I know, not what I heard. I know that's what causes a lot of bad situations between, you know, male and females or whatever the case. People, they demand stuff from people that they can't do for themselves. It's not that they can't, they just don't. They want somebody else to do it. But it's like you at this point you got to know your worth because, like I said, I have females. They'll just come out and be like, oh, I know what I can do and stuff like this. Okay, you know what you can do, but I don't know what you can do. Like that's why we're trying to get to know each other. Oh, because females will come with a, like when you first approach a female about something, it comes with a list of demands. You know, like every female has a list of demands. Oh, you got to be able to do this, that, third, fourth, fifth. So, you know, a guy's listening. He's just like, what am I doing all that for? You know, because a guy don't come with a female like, oh, I need you to be able to cook, clean, do stuff. Like, we're simple. We just like, oh, man, you know, I'm just here for good vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing about dating. You date people to get to know them. A lot of people, they just meet somebody and they jump in a relationship in the next few days. By my standards, that's wrong. You know, there should be a dating portion because when you date somebody, you get to know them to see if you want to further your future with them. Because you may honestly not vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with dating somebody. You know, like, and let me expound on dating just for a second. It's okay, like, if you know you're not looking for anything, it's okay to talk to this guy or that guy or this person over here or that person over there. But if you know you don't want nothing from them, let them know that from the door. But when you do that, if they still want more, you're gonna have to let them go. Now the situation just became toxic. Now you finna get entangled, stuff, all that, you know, all them clever words and terms and stuff like that. That's what you finna do. So to answer your question, figure out what you want from the guy. Figure out what the guy wants from you. Find out what your level of intelligence is. Like I said, if your level of intelligence is just coming over and chilling, that's all he got to do. He ain't got to do nothing else. He knows that's what entertains you. That's what keeps you coming. So figure out what your level of intelligence is. And if you want more for yourself, do more for yourself. That way when the guy come in, he knows what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's it. Know your worth. The other question was this, anonymous. If guys and females so happy with the person they in a relationship with, why they still cheat? Can't be 100% happy, right? Oh, eh. Okay, so a lot of times you have to be careful with that because, like I said, you will see something on Facebook and people seem happy, but that doesn't mean they're happy. Oh, it really doesn't. Like a lot of times, like you don't know what demon the other person is fighting with internally and externally. Because I have demons, I can't fight my demons and yours. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm already fighting with my demons to make this relationship better, and you got your own demons that I gotta fight off too, you get tired of that. Especially if nothing's getting resolved. If all we doing is arguing and you know like neither one of us happy. Every time I see you, I get mad. I see your phone. I see you calling me. And I'm just like, man, I don't feel like talking to him. You know what I'm saying? Like so, like a lot of people portray that they're happy, but that's just to keep other people out their business. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, if you know that they're in a relationship, why entertain it? Oh, you in a relationship? Oh, okay. Well, I hope everything's working out, man. Things ain't working out. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm trying to talk to you. I just want to, get my man. Now, you need to talk to your girl. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for men and women. You know, like a lot of people, it's like relationships really not hard. It's practice for the marriage. If you get the relationship right, the marriage will be good. So a lot of people, they'll get in a relationship. So before the relationship, they'll do all these things to intrigue that person. But once they get in a relationship, they stop doing it. Now the relationship done got stagnated. It's stale. It's the same thing over and over again. We wake up, we do this, we do that, we go to sleep. Next day is the same thing. You don't do nothing exciting no more. All the exciting stuff was in the beginning. You got to keep that going throughout the relationship. Then when you get to marriage, now you bump it up some. Like, okay, babe, like we used to do this when we first got together. Let's do it on another scale. If we used to eat out every Friday or whatever, I don't know. Let's start cooking at home together or something. It's different stuff you can do to spice the relationship up and everything like that. But yeah, a lot of times, guys and females, they fall for that 80-20 rule because if you're not doing nothing exciting in a relationship, or if you're doing the same thing, you're not trying to get better, all it's going to take is for somebody to come along, and now that 20% you're not getting at home, you see it in somebody else, and you think that's the best thing going. So you step out. But it shouldn't always be like that. I feel like a relationship can always be fixed internally if it's willing to be fixed. Sometimes you have to step out your comfort zone. You have to understand, people don't come fully equipped no more. Well, I never know a time when people came fully equipped. But it's like, this is the thing. So when you get in a relationship with somebody, there's levels. This person may be on this level. This person may be on this level. The only way it can work is if the person on this level brings the person on that level up to them, and then they rise together. A lot of times the people will be on this level, one person will be on this level, other person will be on this level, and they just go through the whole relationship on two different levels. Like, no, like you got to bring somebody up to you, and then y'all go from there. If I'm making 80,000 and my girl is making 40,000, like, now it's uneven or whatever the case. If you want $160,000 home, you gotta get her up to where you at. So, look, babe, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get you we're gonna start you a business or whatever the case. What you good at? You good at doing hair? Okay, so you keep that job that you got, but you're gonna do on hair on the side too. That way we can get this extra income. You know what I'm saying? We can do this, we can do that. You build each other up. Or you build them up to where you at. Now y'all on the same playing field. All right, now let's do this the right way. Let's go look at some of these houses out here in Madison or something like that, or wherever you want to live. I mean, it really don't matter. But yeah, it's like that right there. It's so many different avenues because everybody cheat. Some people cheat just because they like to cheat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a saying, I'm not gonna say it on here, but new is always better. You hear me? Even if it's just for a moment. Like when you deal with something new, in that moment, it's nothing else like it. Like, I don't care what it is. The girl may not look like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, she may be ugly or whatever, but it's new to the guy. And because it's new, it's different to him. It's a different feeling. It hit different. It's a whole different feeling. Let me see. I thought I had another question. I might have to go back and look. I thought I had another question, but I guess that's it. I think I might have deleted it. I don't know. But I hope everybody got something out of this. That's the end of this one. I want to thank everybody for watching. Hope you got something good out of it. Yes, this was my first video. Hope I didn't ramble too much. I hope I didn't confuse anybody. If you got any questions, I'm going to do a reaction video. I'm going to go live and do a reaction video on Facebook. This video is, of course, on YouTube because that's how you're watching it. But I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna have some people on there for reaction to ask me questions if they got confused or if they want to know anything. Other than that, please like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. And if I can leave you with something, I want to leave you with this. Some news you can use. People will never like you because your peaceful spirit irritates their demons. So take that. Listen to it again if you need. If you didn't catch it, just hit rewind and let me listen to me say it again. But other than that, be blessed. Have a good day.